Fighting in its purest form is just so human.
You reveal so much of who you are. With these people, they become your community. They become your family, and you're at peace.
And Raphael was one of us. Hi, my name is Edward Doty, and I'm the producer and director of the mixed martial arts documentary, Fighting in Plain Sight. Filmmaking is my profession, and mixed martial arts is my passion. So for the last 13 years, I've had the privilege of filming MMA literally all over the world. I've directed documentaries, I've produced live MMA events, I've made some wonderful friends, and we've had some great experiences together around this community of MMA. But not every story had a happy ending. In fact, there was one story that weaved its way through deception and betrayal before ending in tragedy. Fighting in Plain Sight is my attempt to tell that story. Drawing on the hundreds of hours of footage I've accumulated over the years and interviewing some of the biggest names in the sport, we're telling the long-forgotten tale of Raphael Torre, or better yet, the man known as Raphael Torre.
Romy, what style are you?
Jiu-jitsu. When I think about Raphael as a reporter, I thought he did a good job. I thought he was fair. For somebody like Raphael Torre to write a story about you and you see yourself on the internet, you're like, wow, that's like a badge of honor.
I would consider him one of the early guys in the sport that helped build the sport.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school started springing up. Brazilians came up here, started opening them up left and right.
He knew a lot about jiu-jitsu, and he'd been training for a long time.
I was 14-0 before I retired.
He seemed like a guy who thoroughly embraced being in whatever mixed martial arts was at the time.
Why not fight again?
Hell no, these young guys coming up hit too damn hard, they're too fast, they train too much, I'm too old.
A couple of years after that, around middle of 2003, I started asking, like, hey, whatever happened to Raphael? Like, no one ever hangs out with him, no one ever talks to him, I haven't heard from him. And that was when everybody was just like, oh, you haven't heard. He lied about everything.
We completed a short 7-minute version of the documentary for the International Documentary Challenge, and we're a featured staff pick over at the Audience Awards. You can go watch the short version at theaudienceawards.com, and through January 20th, you can vote for us over there as well. But we feel like we need more than 7 minutes to tell this story properly. We feel like the best way to tell it is as a feature-length documentary. We've shot dozens of hours of footage, we've interviewed a bunch of people, we've come really far. We just need a little bit of help getting across the finish line, and that's where you come in. We need to finish principal photography, and we need funds to get us through post-production. The short film has been universally well received, but we cannot get across this crucial threshold without your assistance. We have some cool perks, and we plan on adding more as the campaign goes on. Thank you for your time, and we hope you're able to help us make Fighting in Plain Sight a reality.